Anything happens in that 5 minutes and I'm yours. No matter what. Anything happens a minute either side of that and you're on your own.
These characters are all mysteries, wrapped in enigmas. Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 mysterious movie characters.
I think fast, I talk fast, and I need you guys to act fast if you want to get out of this. So, pretty please, with sugar on top, clean the f***ing car.
For this list, we're taking a look at puzzling characters with unknown, false, or little-known backstories that we're dying to learn more about.
What do you say, El Rey?
I'll give you a ride.
However, we've excluded characters based on real people, like Deep Throat in All the President's Men.
It involves the entire U.S. intelligence community, FBI, CIA, justice. It's incredible.
Number 10. Ernst Stavro Blofeld, James Bond franchise.
Withdraw, captive spaceship.
James Bond himself could have made this list, as his films rarely delved into his life before being 007. The head of Spectre, however, is perhaps an even bigger question mark.
We coordinate with target vehicle.
In Blofeld's first couple of appearances, only his lower half and his pet pussycat are exposed.
You made a mistake, my friend. No astronaut would enter the capsule carrying his air conditioner.
While the incognito villain finally surfaces in You Only Live Twice, we eventually find out that he's a man of many different faces.
I am Ernst Stavro Blofeld.
Despite being a recurring Bond baddie, little is learned about Blofeld. If anything, we know more about his cat. But that's exactly what makes him so fascinating, and perhaps why so many tropes have derived from him having transcended pop culture.
You only live twice, Mr. Bond.
Number 9. The Caller, Phone Booth.
Yeah.
Isn't it funny? You hear a phone ring and it could be anybody. But a ringing phone has to be answered, doesn't it?
This is why all phones should have caller ID.
Don't even think about leaving that phone booth.
Phone Booth has a brilliant Hitchcockian setup for a thriller. Colin Farrell's Stu answers a phone call from a phone booth with an unknown caller on the other end of the line.
You're going to learn to obey me.
Obey you?
The mysterious caller, voiced by a chilling Kiefer Sutherland, proceeds to blackmail the philandering Stu and threaten his life.
Let's see. 1, 2. That won't help you. 3.
It's never really revealed why this caller makes a practice of squeezing the truth out of wrongdoers. All we know for sure is that he's always one step ahead of his opponents.
I can make him stop. Just say the word. Can you hear me?
Yes.
What?
Yes.
Number 8. The Driver, Drive.
You just saying that?
No. What do you mean?
The Driver is wrapped in riddles. We don't know his backstory. We don't even know his name.
You know, a lot of guys mess around with married women, but you're the only one I know who robs a joint just to pay back the husband. Crazy.
At times, we're not even sure if he's a real human being. At heart, he can go from being totally calm to beating a man to death. Behind that stone-cold, emotionless exterior, though, there's a dedicated soul that's willing to risk his life for a young woman and her son. Although his hands are unquestionably dirty, it's clear that he's one of the good guys as he drives off into the sunset.
I won't keep you long. I have to go somewhere and I don't think I can come back.
Number 7. Anton Chigurh, No Country for Old Men.
What time do you go to bed?
This hitman is a psychopath who will kill just about anyone he encounters.
Will you hold still, please, sir?
That's all we really learn about Anton Chigurh, and that's all we really need to know.
You go to hell.
All right.
While we often wonder what his backstory is, we're even more curious about what horrific action this maniac will commit next. Anton's a walking disaster and almost nothing can stop him. The only way you're walking away from him alive is that if you win a coin toss. And with Anton flipping the quarter, having 50-50 odds has never been more frightening.
What's the most you ever lost on a coin toss?
Sir?
The most you ever lost on a coin toss.
Number 6. Kaiser Soze, The Usual Suspects.
There is no Kaiser Soze.
1995 was a year that saw not one but two of the most mysterious and elusive villains in cinema come to life. And we won't spoil anything here about the connections these characters may have. Wink, wink.
At that point, I wasn't scared. I knew I hadn't done anything they could do me for. Besides, it was fun. I got to make like I was notorious.
Although John Doe constantly kept the audience on edge in Seven, Kaiser Soze is the only one that still had us scratching our heads 2 decades later.
Nobody ever believed he was real. Nobody ever knew him or saw anybody that ever worked directly for him. But to hear Kobayashi tell it, anybody could have worked for Soze.
Throughout The Usual Suspects, Spacey's verbal hint builds up Soze as a crime boss with a legendary reputation. Agent Kujan realizes Soze's secret too late in the game, but it's still unclear what about Soze is fact and what is fiction.
The greatest trick the devil ever pulled was convincing the world he didn't exist. And like that, he's gone.
Number 5. John Coffey, The Green Mile.
Take my hand, boss. You see for yourself.
John Coffey is likely one of the kindest souls you'll ever see in film.
There's lots of folks here hate me. Lots.
There are even moments in The Green Mile that lead us to believe he's an angel from God with miraculous healing abilities. You'd never guess that this gentle giant has been convicted of molesting and murdering 2 girls.
Kill him twice, you boys. You go on kill that raping baby killer twice.
However, anybody who takes his hand would know that he's not the monster the legal system makes him out to be. As for the nature behind Coffey's powers, though, that's open to interpretation.
Do you have anything to say before sentence is carried out?
I'm sorry for what I am.
Number 4. The Joker, The Dark Knight.
I believe whatever doesn't kill you simply makes you stranger.
Throughout The Dark Knight, the Joker offers a couple of his backstories regarding how he got those gruesome scars.
So, me watching, he takes the knife to her, laughing while he does it. He turns to me, and he says, "Why so serious?"
Yet we never figure out which backstory is the real one, or if his tales are true at all. We're not even sure if the Joker knows his own backstory. This has amounted to numerous fan theories, with some believing he's a disfigured war veteran.
Don't worry, I'm gonna tell you where they are. Both of them. And that's the point. You'll have to choose.
All that really matters, though, is that the Clown Prince of Crime is a deranged lunatic who simply wants to bring anarchy to Gotham and destroy Batman's moral code.
Come on, I want you to do it. I want you to do it. Come on, hit me. Come on, hit me. Come on, hit me. Hit me.
Number 3. Vincent, Collateral. When a cab driver picks up somebody, they'll usually ask the passenger who they are, where they're from, and where they're going. However, they'll rarely ask for somebody's life story.
Now we gotta make the best of it. Improvise, adapt to the environment, Darwin, shit happens, I Ching, whatever, man, we gotta roll with it.
In Collateral, Jamie Foxx's Max only learns the bare essentials about Tom Cruise's Vincent, and those bare essentials are that he's a lethal hitman who will be making several stops throughout the night.
Like jazz?
Sorry, what?
Jazz. Like jazz.
Not that much.
Vincent is completely unpredictable, taking people out even when he doesn't really have to.
Is that my briefcase?
Your briefcase? Yeah, it is. Why, you want it back?
How about your wallet?
What else you got for me? Huh?
He'll execute all of his targets and leave no witnesses behind, or die trying. But hey, we'll never know who he really is. Number 2, V for Vendetta. Vigilantes often wear masks, but V is especially cautious about concealing his secret identity.
Are you like a crazy person?
I'm quite sure they will say so.
When not hiding behind a Guy Fawkes mask, he's hidden behind another disguise.
Remember, remember the 5th of November.
While never unmasked, his motivations are clear. Take down the government that tortured him.
You really think that blowing up Parliament's going to make this country a better place?
There's no certainty, only opportunity.
Despite his secretive nature, V is a witty and charismatic presence nonetheless. His methods for achieving liberation and opening people's eyes can be extreme, but he ultimately goes down as an empowering symbol for freedom. As for his true identity, let's just say he was all of us. Before we take a look behind the curtain at our top pick, here are a few honorable mentions.
The name's Bill.
Well, it's great to meet you. Secrets are not my concern. Keeping them is.
You're Jimmy, right? This is your house?
Sure is.
I'm Winston Wolfe. I solve problems.
Number 1, The Man with No Name, the Dollars Trilogy.
Somebody doesn't share your opinion.
Although he crosses over into 3 films directed by Sergio Leone, almost nothing is revealed about this iconic Clint Eastwood character.
See, that's what I want to talk to you about.
Then again, what do you expect from someone literally known as the Man with No Name?
Hey, Joe, I prepared the wagon the way you asked me to. We're sitting out in the back here with 2 empty coffins.
Whether you call him Joe, Manco, or Blondie, it really doesn't matter. He's become the epitome of the Western stranger archetype who can draw faster than anyone in the West and passes through various towns with no clear destination.
Your spurs.
Like all the other characters on this list, he demonstrates that sometimes less is more.
You see, in this world, there's 2 kinds of people, my friend. Those with loaded guns, and those who dig. You dig.
Do you agree with our list? What's your favorite mysterious movie character? For more entertaining top 10s published every day, be sure to subscribe to WatchMojo.com.
Oh!